I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that actually worked. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another reaction of Doctor Who today. We're gonna be watching episode number 2 of series 13. Today is gonna be a really interesting reaction because I can tell you this much. I am so tired right now, I could just fall asleep. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this reaction, but I have no choice but to record it today because my week is full of work. Like, the workload this week is unreal. I thought, and this is what I told you guys in December back then, that January and February are usually the months where I do have a lot of work and everything just drops onto me and I have to focus on everything to get it done, and it's gonna be stressful. I told you January and February, which it usually is. This year it's completely different. Like, I can't even there is so much going on in my private life right now. I don't know how to do all of it. Starting by the fact that right now I'm trying to find a new job. I still have my old job and I'm working like 40 hours a week. But in addition to that, I have to find a new one because mine is gonna end somewhere in 2025. I still can't tell, but there are changes within my company that do force me to look for something else, which I'm doing right now. And for each and every single one of you out there who has already like looked for other jobs and applied to jobs and done all that testing that companies do and all that, it's a lot. And I'm doing this right now for weeks now. I might have the chance to get a really great job. Maybe I'm going to be okay after this week, but I'm still not. So I've been working my ass off, like, you have no idea, day and night, to get my 40-hour job done, to get YouTube done, and to do the job searching stuff, doing the testing that companies are requiring me to do, and also take care of my cat who is sick at the moment, and also take care of the household together with my fiance. But it's just, there is not enough time to get everything done in like 24 hours. A day is just too short. So what I do want to tell you, first of all, I am so sorry, especially to my patrons out there, that I'm still not able to reply to your comments. I'm reading all of them, I promise, and I have made notes. We'll get into that. They are based on your guys' comments. I have read them, but it's just, I do want to reply to you, but there is no time. I can't do anymore. Like I said, hopefully we're gonna be done at the end of the week. Really, I hope. Fingers crossed. And then we can continue finally. Like, I want to read the comments, reply to the comments, get back into the game, like go back to Discord and have a call with you guys and all. I really wish I had the time to do that. But okay, let's stop complaining about time issues. Let's start complaining about me being tired. I'm just kidding. But like this morning, my cat woke me up at 5 o'clock, like 5 a.m. She woke me up and I wasn't able to go back to sleep due to my head racing because of the job interview that I'm gonna do like on Thursday. Because I'm like preparing, my mind is constantly racing, trying to think about everything. Like the test that they send me and I have to fill it out and I don't want to make any mistakes, but then again it's so complicated and I'm afraid of, like, imposter syndrome is completely 100% like on all the time, and I wasn't able to fall back asleep. So I slept from, like, because I couldn't fall asleep at night, like yesterday night, and I fall asleep around, I don't know, 12:30 something, and I woke up at 5, wasn't able to sleep anymore. So yeah, this is how my day has been and my weeks have been. Like, all of this rambling just to tell you, if I am dumber today with the reaction and with taking all of it in and making sense of what I'm seeing on screen, especially because we're in a complicated time span right now. It's not my fault. That's what I want to say. That said, though, notes, and yes, this is an envelope. I somehow I do have paper like usually, but it's somewhere over there. And when I do want to write something, and there is an envelope on my desk, I just take the envelope instead of getting up actually and taking 3 steps, maybe 4, to get over there and get a real paper. But that's okay. Let's get to the stuff that I wrote down in order to respond to the Patreon's comments and in order to try and get back into last week's episode. Okay, let's start with a clarification. So, first of all, potato aliens are called Sontaran. And I'm so sorry for calling them potato aliens. The name just completely slipped my mind. Also, I completely forgot the name Strax when I wanted to talk about him last week. So I just try to formulate my sentences in a way where I don't have to mention the name. But it was unclear to the audience and to you who I was talking about. So I filled it in, like in the edit afterwards, but it was so stupid. So they're called Sontarans, and the one I do like is Strax. Also, dog aliens are called Carvanista. Thank you, Patreons. I wrote it down. I do want to remember, and hopefully I will. Otherwise, I can always go back to this one. Another clarification. Also, thank you for a Patreon of mine. I completely mixed up those 2 ladies that we've seen in the last episode. I read the Patreon comment, and when I then edited the episode, I was paying close attention, and I don't know how I mix them up. I know sometimes I do have like a face blindness. I do look at people and not really see them, if you know what I mean. But in this case, I don't know. It just saw 2 women and they were just one for me, and that completely freaked my mind because it didn't make any sense how a woman could be like here and there and over there, and then she got zapped by the weeping angels, and then she was somewhere else, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with this woman? She's like everywhere. And this is because it's actually 2 women. One of them is called Claire, and she's the one who was zapped by the weeping angel into another reality. And the other one is called D. I don't know. It's written D-I. Hopefully, I have remembered to write it down the correct way. And she was the woman from the museum, the one that Dan was with. And also, she was the woman who at the end of last week's episode was like pushed into this house, into this horror house, something. I don't know what will happen to her. So these are the 2 women, and I'm sorry that I've mixed them up last week. Really stupid of me. Also, the ugly guy. I wrote down the ugly guy. You see it here. It's not focusing, but I wrote down the ugly guy. What did I write down? Can talk to the doctor via mind. That's true. I didn't talk about that in the last review. That the guy, the ugly guy, also my patrons, by the way, calls them the ugly guy, or at least one Patreon. They said that they will call him the ugly guy. He has a name, but since it's not been revealed yet, it's okay to say the ugly guy. Apparently for me as well, so I'm just gonna keep on doing that because he's really ugly. So he can talk to the doctor's mind, and he did do so. By the way, I'm really trying not to move this chair around because I noticed that I did do that last week, like all the time, and I'm so sorry. This is a new chair, and it's really movable. Like it follows my every move, which is really a good thing for my back health. But then again, like I'm like wiggling all the time, and I do notice it when I do the edits. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. I'm trying to avoid it, but I can't promise you anything as soon as I start the episode, because when I'm like in the episode, I don't really think about my movements or what I say or what I do. I'm just like in the episode. So please forgive me if that happens. But yeah, he talked to the doctor, telling her that they know each other for a long time and that they had fights back then, far, far away from the time where we are right now. They already had fights. And now he's telling her through this mind thing that he's gonna kill her in the future. Which I already didn't like him because of the looks. But he is about, or he wants to kill the doctor. And since this is the last series, at least this is what I think, of the Jodie Doctor, before we change company, and I guess also doctors, it might be the case that he will really kill her in the end of the series. I really hope he won't. I mean, I'd rather wish it was a dog alien. Carvanista who does that. I just want this ugly guy to die. I'm really having, like, my body is having reactions to the way he looks. It's so freaky. This barely happens. And for all of you who can't really imagine what happens in my body whenever he's on screen, just think about how you would feel if it was like a really giant spider crawling on the screen. Like this feeling, this ick, this this you know? This is how I feel every time I see his face. And I think that's great because that means that the people who did the makeup and the costume design and all of that, they really scored like 100 points. But for me, it's bad because my body has like an allergic reaction to him. That's so weird. Also, another clarification, this ugly guy, the other being that he freed out of this woman's body in the last episode, that was his sister. That wasn't like the love of his life, it was his sister, and she was like imprisoned. He was imprisoned on this one planet. She was imprisoned within the body of this woman, and now she's free as well, and she's gonna do stuff, I guess. If I remember correctly, she is with the woman who got zapped by the weeping angels. Or is she with the woman who went into the house? Damn it. She was with one of them. It's a 50-50% chance. Something else that I noticed while editing the video, which I didn't last week because they showed us all of the circumstances the other way around, so I didn't really remember, regarding that woman who got zapped by the weeping angels. And she was also the one, her name was Claire, who told the doctor that she's already been with the doctor and also with Yaz. They worked together already, and I last week thought she said that due to the fact that we were about to go back to the past and to prevent whatever is happening with the flux and all, and we somehow meet her in the past. But then again, she got zapped by the weeping angels, so probably it's not us who go back, but it's probably her who gets teleported by the weeping angel back to the past, somewhere within our past, like the doctor's and Yaz's past, and she'll meet us over there. Maybe that's the case. Or maybe all three of us do travel back. She travels with the angels and we're traveling with the TARDIS and we're meeting somewhere. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe today. I don't know. And another very important information about the Carvanista that I didn't talk about was the fact that the doctor mentioned that they do belong, like the species, or at least this one guy she talked to. No, I guess him and the species, they belong to the division, whoever they are. And I remember that I said, how were those aliens able to know so early in the development, like even before the flux existed, that this was about to happen? And not only did they have the materials to build these shield spaceships, but they also had the time to do it. So they must have known very, very early on in time. And also the only species who knew, because there's not a second one with those spaceships or able to shield their planets like the Covenant did with the planet Earth in the last episode. Which leads me to the conclusion that the division might be really, really big, like somewhat of a secret service agency for space, and they know everything that'll happen in the future. Like they do have some, I don't know, future mind readers or something like that. Or maybe they can travel in time as well. And they already, like the Doctor should have known. She went to the future in other episodes and she didn't know. But then again, Earth or the universe still existed. So that means that the flux won't destroy the universe, right? Because in our future with the Doctor that we've seen many, many times before, the universe still exists. But the division, whoever they are, they knew as well. They really have to be a really, really special group of aliens. I have no idea how they did that, but they do have big, big power. Also, the Doctor said that the one dog alien, the one Calvinist alien that we've seen in the episode, was the only one she was able to find in the first place. So even the Doctor doesn't know how to contact them or how to find them, which is really strange. And last but not least, just real brief, one thing I didn't talk about at the end of the last episode that was very obvious to me when I rewatched it, but somehow I forgot in my review, is the wonky doors in the TARDIS. Like, what the heck's going on with those? The original door still exists as far as we've seen, but there seems to be a growing number of different doors that do appear in the TARDIS for no reason whatsoever. So what is that all about? Is that another TARDIS that is merging with our TARDIS in another reality? And everything that we see in ours is like a piece of the door of the other TARDIS? That what it is? I guess we'll find out. Nonetheless, my patrons have told me that the confusion is quite normal, like about everything that is going on, because we've opened up so many storylines, introduced so many characters and different alien races and all, that there is no way for me to know what's going on at the moment, which is a relief because I'm not stupid, even if I did get so many things wrong in the last episode, and I'm so sorry, but it'll happen again today probably. I'm trying not to be dumb, but my head works, or my head is like a sieve, and I'm seeing, or sieve, I'm seeing things, I'm forgetting things, and then the next scene doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to get it right though. But I have talked for way too long. I'm so sorry. 23 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I try to keep it brief all the time, but it's just sometimes it happens. And this is a big story, so there is so much to talk about. We are going to get into the episode. Just real quick, if you are gamers out there, like if you love video games, you have to play Split Fiction. There's no discussion about it. Played it, best game of my life, like ever. You need a partner, no, you can't play it on your own, but it's the best and most creative games of all times. So if you love video games, go and buy it. This is not a commercial. I am not getting paid to say this. It's just I am so happy that I was able to play this game with my fiance, and we had the time of our lives. Go and get yourself Split Fiction on Steam. And now let's start the episode. The oyster bells. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Oh my god, look at that! Oh, is that the house of this other reality? The one that dragged this woman into? That looked so freaking cool.
We're still here.
Oh, the TARDIS is with us. Great.
Last thing I remember, we were on your TARDIS. That flux thing was coming at us, and then...
Also, there's stuff lying around.
I was on the ground over there. We must have been thrown out.
Are those bodies?
Where are we?
Yeah, where are we? Those are bodies. Oh.
Mary Seacole. Are you? You are, aren't you?
Mrs. Sequel to
Yeah, another historian figure, and I don't know. Damn it.
They're not fighting Russians.
What are they fighting? They are fighting Sontarans?
Sontarans.
What? So this is a completely different war then. Oh yeah. right. Okay. So, House in the Sky. Black and white Doctor. That looked really cool, that one shot. The House in the Sky really reminded me, but I might be wrong. It reminded me of the house that the one woman was dragged into. But why is it in the middle of the sky? That's something that normally doesn't happen. My explanations are all over the place today. Like everyone who got in contact with the flux just got teleported into another reality or time zone. So it doesn't really end with the universe. What the heck? Who are you?
Stay still, Donna.
What's happening to him?
You're falling through space and time. Yes, stay calm. I will find you.
Stay calm. How can you stay calm when you fall through space and time? The oyster bells keep on ringing. So the danger is not over. There is no door anymore. We gotta abandon the TARDIS? Oh, wait a minute. He's back at home. That's good. Yeah, seems like it. That's a Sontaran spaceship. So these guys are everywhere now. I thought they were supposed to be soldiers. They really can't shoot.
Dad?
Where the hell have you been?
What? Mom and Dad? No way.
Then I'd know where I was whenever this happens.
Yeah.
Because it does keep happening.
At least it doesn't get boring. Oh, it's you. You've been teleported as well.
Why don't you take me through it from the start?
The start. You mock me, madam. Start.
That's the same place the other guy was teleported to as well. Like the spaceship guy with the cool hair.
This confounded situation.
Oh, there is this Sims diamond again. What's that supposed to mean? Is that a message from the doctor? What would the doctor do? I figured it out! My brain is so cool!
Please tell me you're not about to engage Sontarans in battle.
That is why we're here.
Did you see their weapons?
No, on Earth.
They've always been here.
Always.
Trust me, I know your history.
What's that supposed to mean? Always.
Where are we? Britain.
Something is very wrong here.
Crimea there, and Russia is...
What?
The general does not approve.
Of what?
This is a surprise. No wonder the general doesn't approve.
Is that a good idea?
The ultimate shame for any Sontaran.
Cannonball in the back.
Oh, I bet that hurt.
The way she just said that. Aww.
I accept your offer and pledge to end your life with maximum suffering.
Of course. Of course you do. By the way, in this episode, they're talking so much. There is almost no room for me to say anything at all.
Mary.
I guess we can't follow.
No. Exactly.
Oh, we can.
Want to give it a go with me?
I'd love to do that.
Where are we now?
That is the question.
So many of them.
Yes.
I mean, they do own a whole country. No, they own 2 countries. It said Russia and China. Really? Aww. I mean, I don't even know if I liked him. But it's always sad if someone dies.
So when did they turn up here, these Sontarans?
Same day you vanished.
This accent is so cool.
3 minutes eclipse and then bang, they were here.
Sontarans. No, I can't even do it. Sontarans. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
That's what I said. You said they'd be off after the weekends.
Where exactly do you mean?
Wow, okay.
This is where they first appeared.
So does that mean that the Sontarans did use the flux to get like
This is our planet, these are our docks. What else you gonna do? Sit at home and complain?
power over the whole universe or just our planet? Like world domination?
Get back to the house. I'm going in.
You going in? Doing what?
Take this, son.
Yeah, take the pan with you. It's gonna be your best weapon ever. Against an alien race with guns.
What happened to these two? They're all burned out.
Ooh, we get more of this.
Serving Commander Instant Vivinder of Castor Winford Foxfell.
What an introduction.
This.
So those guys only appear if you get close to that thing, whatever that is.
So these are what are broken.
The question is, if we repair it, if we somehow figure out to do that, what will it do? Is it a good thing?
You talk about time as if it was a force.
I mean,
Human filth has been discovered within
damn it, there's not much time. There's not enough time to say what I do want to say. I wanted to talk about how we perceive time and that it could be different for... Talking about quantum physics, for example. Time is a different concept than what we think time really is.
Spine!
So it might be the case that it is indeed a weapon or something bad in another universe.
To keep them to yourself!
Like I said, not enough time to make my point. That's bad. They're not gonna... They just did it? I mean, why am I even surprised? They're Sontarans. Yeah, I guess maybe now you see why a pan is not an adequate weapon for those guys. Oh, so peaceful. At least for a second there. What does that do? Ew, stop with the tongue! You did that in the last episode already and that's gross.
Ah, on second thoughts, put it back on.
I wanted to ride a horse.
What? Okay. She's reacting to that Sontaran the way I react to that other ugly guy.
Of all of humanity.
No, Doctor.
Oh, you for real?
I speak for more people than you could possibly
Yeah,
imagine.
she speaks for humanity, you doofus.
Raise your arms above your head, or be shot as a traitor immediately.
Are we for real? Also, this guy looks like Tom Selleck. He really reminds me of him. It's so weird. Yeah. What about the British Army again? Yeah. Did you see the other side? Also the weapons that they have? That's gonna go well. It's turned into Lord of the Rings all of a sudden.
I'm sorry.
He's the luckiest one out of all of them. The others are dying right now, so don't have to be sorry for that.
So it's a space shipyard. I reckon I can get into one.
Very clever though. He's recording a video for the Doctor. Could upload that on TikTok, you'd get 1 million views. People will watch it 100%. They'd probably say it's fake though. Please be careful. I really do like you. I don't want you to die. That's really high up there. You could fall and die in an instant. I really don't know if that's a good idea. Oh no! I thought they'd spare me at least this one episode.
I'll lead.
I like the colors of her outfit. I like the shade of blue that she wears. So if you were able to repair this thing, that's nothing good then. Funny.
No matter wait will be
Her
worth it.
eyes really look cool. How did they do that? Glitter in the eyes. This war is still going. I thought the Sontarans would win this in an instant. Have you seen their body armor? What do you want to do with your little swords and stuff? Can't say I didn't see that coming. Close your eyes.
That one looks good, Mary.
And don't breathe too loud. Doctor is using a weapon. Looky, looky.
I've snuck on board.
And he's recording found footage.
You'll let anybody know that I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Look how happy she is.
Everything that's on your phone.
What? Include me photos?
Including your browser history.
Earth will become a Sontaran outpost from the dawn of time.
That's so clever.
Well, you better make sure you stop it.
Is that Mary Seacole?
So he knows her as well.
I don't understand any of this.
Me man's for hitting them on the probing thingy.
Facing the roots.
Oh, oopsie.
Good luck, Dan.
Yeah.
Right, Mrs. Seacole?
He made it so far. I guess he knows what he's doing, kinda.
I'm a little bit lost. I was just looking for the pair.
Oh, you could use the Vok as a shield as well.
I'm just a tourist.
The tourist.
There he is.
Oh, I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that actually worked.
Right out of here.
That's so stupid. Oh.
We understand exactly
Oh
what's
no,
needed
that's
here.
not good. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, that's not good.
Such linear creatures.
Real linear creatures.
What would the doctor do?
I know that. Yeah, I figured that out myself. Thank you very much. I don't need you. Oh, don't touch her, you ugly. You. Let her go. God damn it.
Take your hands off me right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, do it. Right. Oh, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't. No, please. I like this guy as well. Don't kill him either. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Very honorable, but useless.
Who are you?
I'm a seer.
A seer.
They've been quantum locked against us after last time.
Oh.
You are not prepared. You are identified.
Oh, there's more than one of these diamond thingies.
Painful, powerless deaths.
I like his voice though. I can't stand his face, but I like his voice. It's kind of soothing. For an evil guy.
I'm getting to you.
Damn it! How do we get out of this situation?
Ready?
No.
Aim.
No!
I've still got a human in this fight.
It's you! It's protecting his human. Well done. That weapon is much more effective.
Idiot.
Okay, so at least he's safe because he has a warrior by his side that'll protect him. That's good. One person less to worry about.
Soldiers pay the price for their commander's mistakes.
It's always been like that. And it'll always be like that.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, really? Now you don't know what to do.
Help me.
Oh, now you're asking for help.
From their ships, Gold Star and a sticker for Mrs. Seacole.
She's clever. She's getting there.
Cars refilling their petrol tanks. Like horses.
Oh, because they don't know what that means. Oh, okay, I got it.
What we're gonna do,
I mean, 7.5 minutes is a lot of time if we plan it the right way.
while they're inside, we will have exactly 7.5 minutes to drain their supplies.
There's not much time to prepare, though. Oopsies.
What is happening?
Yeah, you'd love to know that.
You look ridiculous.
Says the bloke with the floppy ears.
Well, my responsibility, because I got the blame.
You alone got the blame. Wow, that's a lot of blame.
Taking off.
Taken off to where?
No, well, I'm around. Now, hit the road, Skak.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Okay, oh. Damn it. He uses it as a he uses it as a shield. That's so cool. Oh, that's fun. I mean, not for him right now, but for me, this would be fun. I hope the landing is a soft one. Wow.
I must disabuse you of that.
What is that?
This is for my men.
Sometimes men like you make me wonder why I bother with humanity. Hey,
Yeah. Same.
I hope we meet again. It's a sequel.
That's a sad ending.
What is this thing happening to you?
Oh, door's working. Okay.
It was the waste tube.
Ew, really? He's really like shaking like a dog. So funny. So now we only got one problem left. Yes, the other guy and those 3 doofuses.
It's pretty easy, really. I worked it all out by myself.
You wanna come?
Yes, of course he wants to come.
Okay.
Yay!
These things new.
Wait, what's happening to the TARDIS? The heck is going on? Ew!
Did you just do that?
No!
Does that happen because they did something to those women
I can't make it work!
in that circle?
We're being hijacked!
Yeah, I thought so. Oh no. Oh no, now we're all in one place. So many people that might potentially die. I don't like that. I mean, at least we're close to Yaz.
This way.
No. This way.
I have something of yours.
This looks promising. Something of ours. Oh, yes.
The Muri, in the Temple of Atropos.
Just gonna write that name down real quick.
Doctor, don't come near! I've seen what you can do.
No way!
5. What have you done?
What? Countdown for what?
Stop. You don't have to do this.
All in good time.
No way. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the ending of the episode. Wait a minute. How long was this one? 1 hour? I thought we were at like 30 minutes or something. 1 hour already. And we're ending it like this. This is even worse than last week's ending. Why do we have to do this? I don't see a way out of this, to be honest. What'll happen to them? He said that he does want to see how long their bodies will last. I don't want Yas to die, and I don't want this other guy to die either. But those beings are so powerful. He just touches somebody and within a second they evaporate. We can't even fight them. So what are we supposed to do? It's so weird. So that means this episode was all about it was just a distraction from the main plot, to be honest. The main plot is about the Flux and about those guys, but the Sontarans just took advantage of what happened at the end of the last episode. They used like a millisecond in order to infiltrate our planet and build like a completely new race on Earth and try to take over everything. But they were just a distraction. We spent the whole episode to fight against them. They weren't even our problem, because our problem are those guys, whoever they are. And they have unlimited power, it seems like. Also, what's happening to the TARDIS? First the doors, now this gooey stuff all around. Like, is that happening because of the universe falling apart? Is that what it is? And the TARDIS is starting to decay? Slowly in the process. So weird. So I guess the Sontarans are a done deal. They're gone. But then again, we kind of made them angry there at the end. So maybe they'll come back because they are really pissed off right now. It seems though as if we're gonna deal with this trio of abominations in the next episode. This new guy that looks like he's impersonating like death. He looks really cool, to be honest. Oh, and by the way, I noticed that I'm able to kind of sometimes look at that one character without shivering. I kind of got used to his face. Not always. If they get very, very close, it still gives me the ick. But if we're like filming him from far away, it's okay now. What a situation. But we didn't like talk about so many things that we've seen in the last episode. Like the Claire character, we've seen that one house in the beginning of the episode. Well, we don't know if it's that house. So we didn't talk about her. We didn't talk about, oh no, that wasn't even Claire's house. I'm mixing them up again. Di's house, that's her name. The woman from the museum. We didn't talk about her. We didn't talk about Claire either. We just concentrated on the Sontaran. And then in the end there, we opened up this new theme of whatever that's gonna be about. So the episode was a lot slower than I expected it to be. It was an okay-ish episode. I was entertained, and it's really hard for me to tell whether it was the episode that made me tired, because it wasn't what I expected it to be. Like, I expected it to be similar to last week's episode, which maybe is unfair for me to expect something like that, because it can't be like that all the time, and I kind of know, but somehow I did really expect it to continue that way. On the one hand, I'm really glad it didn't, because if we concentrate on one or two topics an episode, it's way better to follow. Then again, the Sontaran story felt kind of dragged a little. So this episode wasn't as good as last week's episode, but it kind of developed the storyline a little bit, because to be honest, the storyline about the Sontarans isn't really a part of the bigger scheme of things. It was just like a distraction, like I said. So more a one-off episode within the big realm of things. Unfortunately, we didn't see Strax. I was waiting for him to appear, to be honest, because every single time one of them lifted their helmets, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be Strax. I really want to see him again, but yeah, he didn't return yet. And about those characters that we've met in this episode, like the one lady, I'm so sorry I forgot her name. I know this is stupid because she's like an important figure of history, that yet another one that I have never ever heard of. I understand that she was a nurse who really took care of the people, of the soldiers that got wounded, but I don't really know why she is so special. I'm so sorry for that. It's not part of German history, so it's really hard for me to know those kind of things sometimes. Okay, you guys, I have to be honest here. I'm really so tired. I'm like almost falling asleep on this chair right now. So I am sorry that the review this time is going to be a little shorter than usual, but at the same time I do think that there is not really much to talk about in this episode, because it felt as if this, like I said, was just like a one-off episode that wasn't super important to the bigger scheme of things. I don't really have much to say about it, to be honest. I'm sorry if it's just me being tired. I'm very, very sorry. I promise it'll be better next week. It's just sometimes life, you know. But it's okay. I have the feeling that next week's episode is going to be a lot bigger than this one because we're going to deal with the real deal. So that's okay. And also, my intro for this week's episode was really, really long. Yeah. I guess it's okay if we make the outro a little bit shorter. Okay, the episode is called War of the Sontarans, and I'd give this episode a 7.5. Yeah, that's the rating for the episode that I would give it, because it really felt like a one-off storyline that wasn't too intriguing for me. Oh, we're getting closer to the IMDb rating. That's a great picture though. I like that. Look at that. That's really cool. Okay, that's it for this week's episode. Again, I'm so sorry for the shorter review, but I really gotta go to sleep right now. Next week, we're gonna be here again, all happy, healthy, and awake. And we're gonna watch the third episode of this 6-parter storyline that looks really, really promising. I hope you're having a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week. Until then, have a nice day. Bye!